No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. What's up, the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with a. Get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my. Sit the back that like a popo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney.
A give. This is Chubb. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Detroit!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And the Browns getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Gets this one left side to Pettis. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere, losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen off the play fake. He's going to let it go deep for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Allen now operating from the gun. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
20!
They begin the drive with Coleman, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll toss it to Coleman. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And now running right through it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from 7 yards away. One away from going out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
the penalty, Chubb. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Dante Pettis, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Like 20! Like 20!
Shotgun now for Brady. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And in incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
To throw, it's Brady. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Brady now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They pitch it to Chubb, trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. We don't see too many conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there. A gain of 14 and a 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen going to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They're losing here in the 3rd quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Man, while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On first down, Allen. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Josh Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handle?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To throw is Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Now Brady. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now this is either a fake or their coach is delusional or both here. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Safety creep. Check 52.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run it again with Chubb. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dante Pettis saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are pouring it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will extend this big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Throwing again. Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Solomon Thomas able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2000...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cortland Sutton from 3 yards out. And the Browns continue to roll.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Returnable for Dorsett. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And again, it's Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On play action, Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them off. Quarterback did an option and set it off.